Well, since the last time I gave an update here, a lot's changed. So we got our chain in. Ordered I think it's a 420 chain or something. But here's the sprocket that was on it. Didn't quite fit properly to the new chain. It's too small and the chain was too big, so I decided just to order a new rear sprocket. Well, the new rear sprocket was it's a noticeable difference. We went from like an 8 to a 10. That's only a 40 tooth and this is a 60 tooth. So yeah, we really bumped up there. It's tight in there, which is fine. That's okay. So this last time we had to create an engine mount plate down here at the bottom under this old cabinet door, because the engine, how I was saying before, came right out to here, you know, nice and close. Well, I needed to move it 3/4 of an inch this way in order to make the clutch fit the axle, because it was a little bit of like that. So I had to move the engine over in order to bring those in line. So now that that's done, my clearances are nice and tight here. So yeah, remounted the engine, dropped the rear end in order to put this bigger sprocket on. Got the bigger sprocket on. Goofy's over there trying to get some fucking hardware to mount this sea-sucker up, because the fellers that took it apart, apparently they just stole the hardware and took it home with them or something. They need it more than I do, I guess. Yeah, we got a lot of messing around, a lot of work. I got the throttle cable hooked up down here, straight to the carburetor. I did just drill the hole right there. Oops. I was drilled a hole in that black plastic and put a fishing sinker on it. That goes on your fishing line. So now the throttle cable works. Got a brake cable coming in the mail. We gotta get that hooked up. It's nice. We got like a foot of snow today. So yeah. Well, after a whole bunch of not motivation in any way, shape, or form, and this is probably one of the most unmotivated times I've ever had in this project. I have put the chain together. Chain is 100% together, but we are dragging down here on that plate if you turn the axle. This is fine. Okay, we're just gonna need to put a tensioner in line. Completely okay. Now, I had to take the rear end out of this thing about twice to get everything aligned perfectly. So I had to loosen up this thing was fucking me, this little collar here, because this was way over here and it wasn't allowing this bearing to come back farther enough to allow the whole axle to go that way enough. So I don't know, it might be fine, it might not be, I don't know. This isn't even bolted down. I can slide this over like that. All I know is that's going to be barely clearing that bolt by probably a couple thousandths of an inch or something like that. So I just got this slid over like this just to get it out of the way. Here, tighten up these 3 bolts on this bearing, this top bolt, and then those 2 bottom bolts, as you see in here, those 2 bottom bolts. Then I got to bolt down this bearing, 1, 2, and then 3 up there. Put this tire on, and then make sure everything clears. So it's like you build it, then you got to make sure it clears, and then you got to take it back apart to adjust the clearances of everything left and right. put it back together. It's very tight. It's very, very tight. Not gonna lie. But throttle cable's hooked up. This is done. I'm running out of motivation to do this. I gotta go blow mud. It's a good time. Absolutely fabulous time. Well, an old update here on this thing. So I got the rear end realigned. I had to take it back out, swap everything over just to get this tire bolted down. So I got that done. Rear end's bolted back down. I have my brake cable. I just need to get a little eye bolt to put in here so I hook my brake cable to it. But I just had to make a chain tensioner. So what I did was I took this random fucking tensioner I found and welded it to a piece of 1-inch stock, and then tack welded it to the frame, kind of in line with the chain. And it took a whole lot of slack out. It's still a little bit loose, but that's fine. So we're gonna go ahead and now build up a seat mount. We're gonna get the body mounted on it, but we gotta fix the steering. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drill a hole and put a pin in it and fix the steering that way. And then we're gonna put the body on it and then make a seat for it.